Hello, welcome to day 4 of my website creation bootcamp. Now that we have taken the time to plan out our website details and create our quote-unquote website blueprint, so to speak, the second step in our website creation journey is to register your website address, also known as your domain. And just wanted to go over a few common technical terms here you might come across. And as mentioned it before, the domain refers to your website address, the www.yourwebsite.com. And a domain registrar, that's just another way of saying the company that sells domain names. And you might see DNS in all caps, and that's the domain name system. It's basically the phone book of the internet, helps translate domain names to IP addresses. Because the domain names, they're actually a series of numbers. But as humans, it's easier for us to view domain names as like actual names rather than just random numbers. And then the top level domain, or TLD, that refers to the extension of a domain after the dot. So in the example of nameofyourwebsite.com, the .com would be your TLD. And the TLD can be generic or country specific. And then the WHOIS, who is, it's not really an acronym. It's an online service that provides info on a given domain, such as who it's registered to, if it's available, that sort of thing. So whenever you see who is, you can just think of it as like, who is this domain registered to? And then you might see ICANN in all caps. And that's the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. And it's a nonprofit organization involved in overseeing how domains are named, such as approving new TLDs. And then these are the most common extensions, or TLDs, you'll come across. There's the .com and .net. These are like the top two most common TLDs. And then if you're starting up a new nonprofit organization, you might use .org, or if you're starting up a new school, you might use .edu. And of course, the government's going to use .gov, and there's plenty more becoming available as the ICANN approves of them. And just a pro tip: after purchasing a .com domain, many registrars will try to cross-sell you its corresponding extensions. So, for example, if you were to purchase mycoolwebsite.com, many will try to get you to buy the mycoolwebsite.net, mycoolwebsite.org, and or a few others. And in my honest opinion, there is no need to purchase multiple extensions of the same domain unless you have a really big brand, you're making lots of money, and you want to really protect your domain, like making sure nobody tries to quote unquote piggyback off your success. So for the most part, it's typically best to stick with a .com or .net domain. And here are some domain best practices. Generally speaking, the shorter you can make your domain, the better. You want to avoid using hyphens, numbers, or special characters within the domain. And you'll typically use your personal name or business name for the domain. And after you register your domain, it is yours for 12 months. So let's suppose you register a domain and realize you made a spelling error. In that case, you would actually have to purchase a whole other domain. And you want to find a domain registrar that offers WhoIsGuard for free. So this way you won't have to worry about telemarketers nor spammers after registering your domain. And just a side note, Namecheap offers WhoIsGuard for free. And out of all the domain registrars out there, Namecheap has my highest recommendation. And just another pro tip for you: since a domain is yours for 12 months after purchasing it, it is possible to purchase a domain now and build a website later. Because some people might do this if they have a new business name and want to protect it, make sure nobody else registers a new domain with their business name, yet not quite ready to build the website. And that about does it for day 4. And next time on day 5, we'll cover the third step of your website creation journey. such as how to choose your domain. And since this is the virtual land for your website, it's not something to take lightly. And I'll give you my top tips to steer you in the right direction. And actually, before we go, I'll go ahead and take you through a demo of how to search for a new domain on Namecheap. So actually, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. And right now we are at namecheap.com. And if you're to search for a new domain on here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to domains, hover that in, domain name search. And give that a moment to load. All right, and we're going to type in the domain we want to search for. So let's suppose you want to create a website with the name mycoolwebsite.com. So I'm going to type in mycoolwebsite.com. We're going to do a search. All right, and as you can see, I was actually here earlier. Yeah, I forgot to empty my cart. But as you can see, mycoolwebsite.com is taken. And if we really wanted it that bad, we could always make an offer, see if we can get it. But you'll notice mycoolwebsite.net's available. So it's possible for one person to have mycoolwebsite.com and another person to have mycoolwebsite.net. And so if we wanted this, we would click on the add to cart. After we click add to cart, you'll see this come up. And as you can see, it only costs $12.98 plus the ICANN fee. So so our investment here would be the $13.16 for 12 months. If we go to view cart, so as we can see here, we're registering mycoolwebsite.net for a full year at $12.98 and plus the ICANN fee of 18 cents. And you'll notice the WhoIsGuard is free forever, free for a year. And then, and just a reminder, that's what the WhoIsGuard provides. And then, yeah, normally a lot of registrars will try to offer a bunch of other cross sells, whatnot. And a lot of this you're really not going to need. And then if you're all done here, we just click on confirm order. And then at this point, it'll just be a matter of creating an account for Namecheap. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and be right back. All right, that is officially it for day 4. But before you go, be sure to leave a comment down below, and I will see you next time on day 5. Take care.